What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new what if insert team name here, sign their transfer targets. Today we have Norwich, one that was very widely requested by you guys because they've brought in some good players already and there's a lot more still to come. So two quick things before we get stuck into it. Firstly, if you have any more suggestions for teams you'd like me to do, put your comment down below of the team you'd like to see. Also there's a link in the description down below to the playlist so you can go and check out, see if I've already done that team or not. And lastly, if you guys want a fast and reliable coin service, check out UT13traders.com. There is a link to them in the description down below. But anyway, let's get stuck into it with the goalie. Now, chances are I will make mistakes about this. Norwich was a bit of a tricky one. I don't know them too well. Like, I know a few bits about them, but I've done as best research as I can to find outgoing transfers, ingoing transfers, and all the rumours. So, in goal, we have John Ruddy. He is very heavily linked with a move out, but there is nothing set in stone yet, so I believe, so I've gone with him as the goalie. As well, guys, I do the research like 2 or 3 days before making the video, so sometimes stuff can change, but that's out of my hands. Left back, we have Garrido. He was bought in, like the deal was finalised in May, and he joined shortly after that. Also, Olsen is a new left back signing, so actually, whilst we're looking at the bench, we'll quickly go through it. So we've got Olsen, who's a new signing at left back. We've got Toivonen, who is a very heavily linked one, but has been linked for about a month now, so it's hard to tell if that deal will materialise, so I haven't stuck him in the first team. Quagliarella has been linked a couple times as well due to obviously all the strikers Juventus seem to be bringing in, so it seems like it's a possibility he will be moving. Powell is linked with a loan move. Houlihan obviously started most of the time last season, but based around the team I've built, he won't fit in as well. He played like a centre forward role. And lastly, we have Anthony Pilkington. I believe that's his name, Anthony Pilkington, and again, I don't think he'll fit in, but next up at centre-back, we have Bassong. Had a fantastic season. I think it was the case that he made the 3rd most tackles in the Premier League, which is very impressive indeed, and he has no links to leave so far, so it looks like he will be staying around. Next up, we have, if I can get along to Silvers, it's quite a pain going through, excuse me, all the defence around here. But next up we have Turner. He is another one that has been had a good enough season. He spent some time not playing, sometime the right back was playing centre back, so it's a little bit confusing, but I believe he will be staying in that centre back role, but I could be getting that wrong, so you guys maybe correct me in the comments down below. But next up in right back we have Russell Martin, and he is the one who did play a few games at centre back, so I'm not completely sure what's going on there, but if it stays like this, this is how I expect it to be, but I could have got that completely wrong. Next up in right mid we have Robert Snodgrass. Now he again had a pretty good season. He's had spent most of his time out on the right and had some really good games, obviously joining from Leeds like a lot of these players did. It's weird, Norwich are like Leeds feeder club. Yeah, Leeds are worse than them, I don't know, but yeah, Snodgrass made the move over there and he has played quite well indeed. Next up in centre mid we have Leroy Fair over here. He is one that is one of the few new ones that I've put in this team. Obviously Garrido has signed this summer, but Fair is very, very heavily linked with a move over there and will jump straight into that starting 11. He's only 23 years old, but I am very, very sure he will be getting straight into this starting 11 for them. Next up in centre mid we have another ex-Leeds guy, and that is Johnson. Now he obviously has had another really good season in centre mid, and I can see him staying around there. Not many other players linked in this position, so again I think he'll play that more holding midfield role. Over on to left mid now. It's actually a right mid, but he is very versatile and I think he will be playing on that left, and that is actually a confirmed deal of Redmond. Now like I said, I can see him playing out on the left. There's too many right-sided players, and yeah, I think he'll fit in perfectly in that role. Centre forward, we have a confirmed deal of Ricky van Wolfswinkel, obviously signed recently. A brand new one, but he is going to be incredible for them. He's had a brilliant season beforehand, and I think he's going to be so good in the Prem. I think he's going to be great at Norwich, and I think he might be the Michu of next season. You heard it here first, guys. I think he will bang in 10 to 18 goals. I'd say 14 goals next season. I reckon he'll bang in and he'll have a great season. I don't quite know why I've backed out of that screen now, but yeah, and then last but not least, when I finally get up to him, we have Maxi Lopez. Now he is a little way along because he is a non-rare player, but he will be going from Sampdoria. That's it. I always call him Palermo for some reason, but he is again another really heavy linked one, and I think it's a big possibility that he could be signed up from Sampdoria. I nearly said Palermo again, but let's go on to gameplay now and talk a tiny bit more about the team over there. So, like I said, guys, obviously this is just my opinion. Chances are I have got some bits of it wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to rely off what I can off the internet, and like, it's not like you can find a full starting 11. So if I'm not too knowledgeable about a team, I'm trying my best, guys, and I'm trying to do the ones which you guys are suggesting, which aren't always the easiest ones for me to do, but I'm giving it my best shot. So one of the things I do particularly want to say, thank you again for the support we're getting on this series. It has been absolutely outstanding. The support is incredible. But if you guys really want to help me out, if you put a team like that isn't one of like the massive teams, say like top 15 in the world as your suggestion in the comments, then like try and give me some help. Like tell me what their formation is, some of like their rumours and stuff, because the main problem for me was working out their formation. That's a really tricky thing to try and get whilst you're doing your research. Like I've done a Benfica one for in the future, in the next couple of days, and that was really tricky to put together. But anyway, that is the end of this episode, guys. I want to thank you again for all the support. I hope you did enjoy this episode. Subscribe to this channel if you did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did as well. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.